Lots of rumors going around this weekend, Spurs fans, that Stephon Castle has grown 2 inches and is now 6'8". Is this news real or fake? What is up, San Antonio Spurs fans? Welcome to TSR Sports. Hope you're having a great weekend. Summer League is officially over for our Spurs. They did win last night. I did not call a game. I was spending the night with Miss TSR, and that means I'll likely be on vacation from live streaming until early October. Anyways, one of you sent this to me yesterday and said, hey, TSR, future video. And I said, you know what? Let's do it. This is from Spurs Nation. I also seen a lot of Instagram posts, some Twitter posts, etc. Spurs GM Bryant said Stephon Castle has grown 2 inches during the offseason. Castle now stands 6'8" with a 7'1" wingspan. He's grown 2 inches during the offseason. The 1 month offseason, because the finals just ended last month, so it's been a little over a month. And for the record, by the way, Stephon Castle has always been taller than 6'6". Isn't he like 7'2" with the hair? The best hair in the NBA? If this is true, though, let's go down the path of positivity, if you will. If this is true, this would obviously be huge for our Spurs. We have seen Stephon Castle at times last season guard the 1 through the 5. And at 6'8", he could easily move over to the 3 from the guard spot. And then our starting lineup, and many of you have been saying this a lot over the last week, you want to see Dylan Harper in the starting lineup. It means the Spurs could call an audible, and the starting lineup is now Fox, Harper, Castle, Harris, probably going to start, and Wemby. What's that leave our bench like? Actually kind of deep. And obviously the people that run the, handle the ball will stagger their minutes throughout the game. But our bench would then be Vassell, Champagnie, Johnson, Bryant, Kornet, Reed, Barnes, McLaughlin. David Jones-Garcia is a question mark right now. Jacoby and Malik have looked good at times in Summer League. So no matter what happens with the lineup or the bench, I do feel like this team is much deeper than last season. But, and this is the biggest but, is this true? Did he grow 2 inches? Maybe not in just the offseason, but since he was last measured to recently, is this true? I personally can't find a credible source where Brian Wright said this. I scoured the internet this morning. I saw a lot of posts from various accounts, but nothing like ESPN or CBS Sports or Fox Sports or NBC Sports or any sports network. I'm not familiar with Mark Sacchetti. I've seen the name before. I follow Spurs Nation, obviously. I ask you guys that might know a little more about the Facebook, I don't know, I guess it is a channel, I don't know. Or Mark, is this a reliable source? I honestly don't know. What concerns me the most, though, is as I was looking through, looking for stuff on this, I found this. Dallas Mavericks GM Masai Ujiri said Cooper Flag has grown 2 inches during the offseason. Flag now stands 6'11" with a 7'2" wingspan. Dallas's franchise player is now a premier two-way menace. And this is from Maverick SZN, which is a commentary account, not a verified news source like Sean's, if you will. Because I saw this the same weekend, same day actually, Spurs fans, I think we're getting played. I hope we're not, because if Steph really is still growing to 6'8", maybe even 6'9" in the future, there's our power forward of the future. Boom. Obviously, he'd have to bulk up a little bit, but Steph is a strong dude at 6'6". If he's 6'8", 6'9", he's going to be even stronger guy. And it's not uncommon for players in their or people in their early 20s to still have a growth spurt. I believe our own Admiral while at the Naval Academy, was he in his early 20s when he shot up? Can't remember. But if this is true, Steph could become the point forward the Spurs wanted Jeremy Sohan to be. That all being said, I think this is fake. And I generally don't report on fake stuff like this, but some of you have been asking about it. It's getting posted all over the place. And I was like, I need to address it. Well, I don't need to address it, but there's not a lot to talk about in the offseason. There'll be a little bit news here and there about injuries or progress. Jaden Quinton's progress, obviously, and we'll be monitoring. If there's big news on that, we'll bring it up. I don't expect any trades. I think we still have an open roster spot. The David Jones-Garcia situation is still up in there, whether he's going to be with the team or not. But there won't be a lot of news from now that Summer League's over, until the start of the season, until October. So I'm kind of doing a little off the path here and covering a story that's not verified. Or is it? But I can't find anything, and I figured before you guys start talking about it on the channel, why not address it here? And that's all I got on that. Real quick, I want to shout out to you guys. Well, shout out, I don't know. Thank you for all the positive feedback. For those who haven't watched the Spurs video before this one, it was me reacting to bad takes, if you will, from the 2023 NBA draft where we thought we nailed it. That's Jeremy Sohan, Blake Wesley, Malachi Branham. The article I was referencing, I believe, was Pounding the Rock, and I made a lot of crazy comments that did not crazy, but how I was feeling at the time, maybe a lot of you were as well, but comments on how great that draft was, which in hindsight obviously was not. But that might be the most positive feedback I've ever gotten on a video. And I don't normally say, hey, check out a video if you haven't watched it. But this one, oh my gosh, I forgot the name of the video is now. Oh my gosh, did not age well. Something like that. Whatever the one that has Malachi Branham, Jeremy Sohan, and Blake Wesley on the thumbnail. And it says best draft ever. I think it's the last video. I'm going to do more videos like that, positive and negative. What I mean by that is I made a good take and we'll react to it from a few years ago, or a bad take from a few years ago. But I had a lot of fun doing that. Miss TSR was laughing her butt off when she was watching the video on some of the things I said. So I'm very curious, your thoughts on the video if you haven't watched it yet. And as far as this, your thoughts on this. Do you think this is real? Do you trust Spurs Nation, or is this fake? If it's real, does it change the starting lineup? Do you think the Spurs will move him to small forward? And if he's 6'8" and strong as an ox, could he even be our power forward of the future? Because that's one thing we talked a lot about on the channel. Who's our power forward of the future? Or maybe we have a big lineup. And there's a lot of ifs here. I'm now brainstorming, talking Spurs. But could our starting lineup be huge for the most part in a couple of years? We have Dylan Harper. You have Castle in the lineup. Quinton starting. Wemby starting. And then still maybe an unknown. Maybe Carter Bryant. Maybe Carter's still growing. Maybe he'll be 6'8" at some point. I don't know. I'm just kind of rambling. I enjoy talking Spurs with you guys. And now without the live streams being around, this is going to be the only medium I can talk Spurs with you, except for the occasional messages on IG or Twitter. I don't think this is real, but I'm really curious on your thoughts. We'll have a fun Spursy summer. I have a fun video planned for Miss TSR. She doesn't know what it is. It's going to be fun. And something that you might even be able to play along with too, so to speak. So I'm looking forward to that. So, I'm going to close with this. I think Stephon Castle's on Twitter. I'm going to tag his account and change the name of the title of the video. That's Steph, is this true? Maybe we can do that as a community. We haven't actually done something fun like this in a community. Can we all tag Stephon Castle, repost this or whatever, or some way, and verify, Steph, are you really 6'8"? Because there's rumors going around you are, and that'd be great if you are, because we certainly can use more size in the starting lineup. And the best person to verify this would be the man himself. And also let him know he's got the best hair in the NBA. That's all I got. Hit the thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe for more Spurs content. Let's have a fun Spursy summer, guys. Thank you, and as always, go Spurs go!